Hey, it's a Marvel movie, everybody. We're going to be talking about the Marvel movies, hooray! So, you know about the Marvel movies, I know about the Marvel movies. There's a lot of them. Like it or not, these movies get a lot of publicity and a lot of high reviews on websites such as Rotten Tomatoes. And that's what we're going to be talking about. Keep in mind, I'm only going to be talking about the movies and not the TV shows because I don't want to. I want to talk about one movie in particular, though, that seems to have a little bit of favoritism on the website. That movie being specifically Iron Man currently sits at a 94 on Rotten Tomatoes, the highest percentage of all the other Marvel movies. Why is this? Well, the way Rotten Tomatoes works is that it takes all the reviews counted for the movie and subtracts the negative reviews from that, and there's where you get your percent from. So let's take all the Marvel movies, excluding Black Panther because I haven't seen it yet. And we can take the number we get by subtracting the negative reviews from the positive and maybe find out why Iron Man is the highest. For example, Civil War has 359 total reviews, with 325 positive and 34 negative. Take that minus that, you get 291. Now please keep in mind these are artificial scores that have nothing to do with anything. It's just a movie for cap's sake. Now if we do this calculation for all the Marvel movies before Black Panther, we can separate them into 3 separate categories. Tier 1 is scores less than 200 and has the most movies in it, being 8. Tier 2 has movies with scores in between 200 and 250, and that has 5 movies in it. And finally, Tier 3 has movies with scores 250 and up. The highest of these being Captain America 3. So what does all this mean? Well, nothing really. I mean, Iron Man's only in Tier 2 anyway. Hold on. How can Iron Man be in Tier 2 if he has the highest percentage? Well, there's one item that this system does not account for. Audience size. Take a look at Tier 3. Every single one of these movies, Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok, the first Avengers movies, and Civil War, had tons of excitement and buzz around them. Each of these had more than 300 total reviews and did not have enough negative reviews to dent the positive ones. Of course, other movies broke 300, but their negative reviews pushed them back, these namely being Avengers 2, Guardians 2, and Doctor Strange. But I digress. The reason the first Iron Man is the highest rated is because the audience was small enough and the negative reviews few enough that they couldn't dent it past 94%. Not to say that the movies are getting any worse. I'd say they're getting better, with Phase 3 probably being the best set of movies we've gotten. Now let's talk about Black Panther real fast. This movie currently stands at a 98% on the site, and I expect that to fluctuate once it hits wide release. Why? Well, I've seen a pattern among recent Marvel movies where the percentage will start off high and end up at its average rating a little after its wide release. It did this with Doctor Strange and with Thor Ragnarok. There were actually ads that said Thor Ragnarok was the best reviewed Marvel movie of all time.
Experience the best reviewed Marvel movie of all time.
Then it came out. 7.5, 92%, Spider-Man was better! So will Black Panther beat Iron Man? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I can tell you one thing. It'll come out, and I'll probably end up watching it. Also, you should really make your own opinions about movies and watch them for yourself. Okay, bye!